Hi, my name is Abby Landry. I'm the Wellness Director at Pisgah Valley Retirement Community in Candler, and I want to invite you today to do an advanced strength training workout with me in your own home. For today's workout, all you're going to need is a sturdy chair and a set of weights. So maybe some, I would say 1 to 5 pound weights, depending on what your abilities are and how conditioned your muscle groups are to strength training. 1 to 5 pounds will be adequate for our workout today. If you don't have free weights, feel free to use something like a water bottle or even some cans of food, like a can of beans or a can of sauce, something like that. And that'll give you a good 1 to 3 pounds to work with for our workout today. So today we're going to have a full body strength training workout. We will have a short 5-minute warm up just to get everything kind of loosened up and get that blood flowing. We'll be doing that without our weights. And then we're going to have a good 15-20 minute advanced strength training workout. Of course, we'll finish our workout with a nice stretch sequence at the very end. So if you're ready, you could go ahead and just start moving with me a little bit. And as I start my movement here, all I'm going to do is crisscross the arms in the front and the legs. We're just slowly crisscrossing side to side, just trying to loosely get those arms and legs moving, getting that blood flowing. It's always good if you're going to do a thorough strength training circuit to do some warm up. We want to avoid any injury as much as possible. Very good. Just light with those arms and legs. We aren't focused on form so much right now. We're just swinging forward and back with the arms, crisscrossing in the front with those legs. So getting those hips moving side to side. Good. About 30 more seconds here. And then we're going to be doing some rotations with the hips and the ankles after this. Good, and you might start feeling those shoulders warming up a little bit. That's okay. That's what we want to feel. Good, maybe the core is getting a little warm too because we have that upper body and that lower body moving. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back in place. Legs are about shoulder width apart, maybe even a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. For this next one, we're going to be rotating the hip and the ankle. So we're going to take, let's start with left side. We're going to reach across. As we reach across, that hip and that ankle rotate out, then bring it all back over. Other side, reaching across, hip and ankle rotate, then open back up. We're going to swing this side to side. Once again, really fluid with our movement here. We're focusing on rotating that hip and ankle, getting ourselves set up for our strength training still, and just letting the arms kind of come along to get that upper body moving and rotating also. So hips and ankles rotating, and then we have our trunk rotating as well. And with all of our movements, we want to always be sure that we keep the core engaged. So belly button pulled in pretty tight. Support that back. Good. We have about 10 seconds left here. Get nice and loosened up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Let's shake those arms out. And we're going to pick up a little march here. So get those legs moving, marching in place. We have the shoulders rolled back, and let's just go ahead and do a little practice roll. So roll those shoulders back, marching in place. Good. Keep rolling those shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs going. All right, we're marching again. We're gonna roll those shoulders forward now with that march. Rolling the shoulders forward. Good. Getting out any tension that maybe we're holding right there in the shoulder area and right around the neck. 3, 2, 1. Good. And shake those arms out a little bit. All right, very good. And we're set up. That's the end of our warm-up for our strength training today. So to get started, we aren't going to need our chair immediately. So I'm just going to place my chair to the side, and we'll come back to that in a few minutes. Right now is a great time to go ahead and grab those weights. We're going to be focusing on some upper body movements to start with and mixing in a few squats and some hip raises. So just get ready for a good standing workout, and know that if you need that chair, you can keep it right behind you the whole time. And for all the upper body movements that we're going to be doing, if you need to have a seat, that's going to be quite all right. I'm going to leave that up to you. There will be some parts in our workout today where I will be seated, and I'll ask you to sit down with me, especially when we get to our section where we're working on the on our abdominals and our core. Okay, so if you're ready, let's go ahead and just take a deep breath in. Breathe in and breathe out. Very good. We're going to take the arms out front, and we're going to start by drawing little circles towards one another. Good. And these are small little circles. I want you to engage your core, so pull that belly button in really tight. Good. We have about 5 more seconds of our circles here. 3, 2, 1. Arms can break. We're going to bring those circles back up, and rather than circling in towards one another, they're going to circle away from one another. Arms up, shoulder height, drawing circles, same size circles, but these circles are drawing away from one another. We're just firing up those shoulders, getting that upper part of our arms ready for our workout. 3, 2, 1, and arms can relax. Very good. All right, very good. So those shoulders should be nice and warmed up. Let's start by stacking those shoulders in proper alignment. So to do that, we lift the shoulders up, we draw the elbows back, and then the shoulder blades slide down. And from there, we're in proper alignment. So this is gonna get us set up for the next move. Our next move is gonna be a squat. So I'm gonna hold my weights in both hands, and we're just going to take our squat down, like as we're sitting in a chair, then all the way back up. We're pushing that booty back as if we're trying to sit down in a chair, and then we're bringing it all the way back up. Good control. If you need to use that chair to help with balance, you can. You can even use that chair to try to sit that booty down on, barely touch it, then stand back up and engage those glutes. Good. With each time we stand up, we engage those glutes. Good. And up. 3, 2, last one. Back up. Very good. We can walk it out a little bit. Awesome. We're going to go back to an upper body move now. So we're going to alternate between lower and upper. We're going to start with some biceps curls now. We're going to take both arms, lock them into the sides. The shoulders stay rolled back. We're in great alignment still. And then from here, we're going to curl. Palms up to the shoulders. Good. Little squeeze of those biceps when we get to the top. Good. We have 7 more. 7, 6, 5. We still have good core engagement. 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Very good. Next, we're going to move into some front shoulder raises. We're going to have both palms facing facing us, and we're going to raise both arms together up shoulder height and then take them back down. Very good. Shoulder height and back down. We have 8 more. And your shoulders should be nice and warmed up after our warm up and our arm circles that we began with. Let's go with 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Very good. Next, we're going to take those arms up into a goalpost position. And then from here, we're just going to be pressing overhead. So weights in hand, we're pressing all the way up nice and tall and back down. We have 9 more. 9. Very good. 8, keeping those shoulders back. Core nicely engaged and glutes nicely engaged. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Very good. And arms can relax now. Good. So I want you to remember that last little sequence of 3 moves that we just did. We started with biceps curls, then we moved into front shoulder raises, and then we finished with overhead presses. We're going to come back to that sequence of 3 after we do a few lower body strength training moves, and we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit more by speeding up our repetitions with those 3 upper body moves. So just get ready. That's going to be on the horizon. But for now, let's let those arms take a break and let those legs start doing some work. So I'm going to bring my chair up near me just to help with balance if we need that. So I have the back of my chair facing, so I have something to hold on to if I need it. And as we work through these different moves, you find the best placement for your chair. It may be best for you on the side. It may be best for you in front, depending on what we're working with. So we're going to start first with a hip side raise. I'm going to take one of my weights and I'm going to sit it on the floor. We're going to start with the right leg. And I'm going to be holding onto my chair with the left hand, and we're going to take this right leg with the weight and the hand right beside it, and we're just going to slowly bring that right leg up, good, and lower it back down. My bracing leg, that knee is slightly bent, good. And I'm leading with my heel on the leg that's raising. There's 3, very good. 4, just letting that weight rest on that leg as we bring it up. And if that's too much, you can get rid of that weight too. Here's 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Take a few steps, let that bracing leg take a little break there. Next, we're going to go ahead and work with the same leg on the right side. So the next thing we're going to do are heel raises. We really don't need the weight for this, but just to kind of stay balanced, I'm going to go ahead and hold this weight in my hand. If you want, you can drop your weight to the floor. But I'm going to hold onto the chair. I like the weight in the hand on the other side. It kind of makes me feel balanced on both directions. So we're going to take that right leg again, and all we're going to do is lift the heel up in the back. And I'm going to turn so you can see the side profile. Heel raise, bringing it all the way up, keeping that foot nice and straight. Good. Bringing that heel up as far up as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back down. Good. We'll take a few steps out. Give that bracing leg a break. Okay, good. We're going to move to the other side now. So I'm going to take my chair, place it on the other side. Good. I have my weight in the opposite hand now. We still just need one weight, so I'm moving that other weight out of the way so I don't have anything to trip over. All right, starting, legs about hip width apart. Shoulders rolled back, we're nice and tall, abs are engaged, glutes are engaged. We're leading with the left heel, holding with the right hand on the chair. Our hand with the weight is just resting on that left leg. Little bend in that bracing leg, and then we begin. We have 10 of these to complete. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. A few steps. Give our bracing leg a break. And we're setting up once again for the heel raises. Holding on still, weight in hand or on the floor, whatever is most comfortable for you. Picking up that heel on the back. Good. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. A few more steps. All right, awesome. At this point, if you want to grab a sip of water, it's a great time to grab some water. We're going to remain standing in the rest of this sequence of moves. And at this point in time, we're going to go ahead and grab our other weight. I'm going to move our chair out of the way. And you know how I had talked about those 3 upper body moves we were going to get back to and speed it up and challenge? Now's the time that we're going to get to that point. So we've got both of our weights back in hand. I just want to remind you of the 3 moves: biceps curls, front shoulder raises, and overhead press. We're going to do 10 of each, but we're going to go faster than we did before. So just get ready. We want to make sure that we have good placement with our legs. We're about shoulder width apart. If you wanted, you could sit for these also if that feels more comfortable to you. We have good engagement with the core. Our shoulders are rolled back and our glutes are engaged as well. Maybe a slight bend in the knees, and we're ready to go. Okay, upper arms locked into the sides. We're setting up for biceps curls. We curl up, palms will be facing the shoulders. We have 10 to go, and we're going to speed up that pace. Ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Whoo! Good. Shake those arms out if you need to. A few steps back and forth. Catch your breath. We're setting up for front shoulder raises right now. Feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees. Core engaged, palms facing our bodies. We're going to lift the arms up shoulder height and back down. We have 10 repetitions. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, engage that core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo! Arms break. If you need to set your weights down, you can. Take a few steps, breathe in and out. Looking great. And we're ready for our overhead press. Feet shoulder width apart, glutes engaged, core engaged. In our goalpost position with the weights in hand, we're going to press up overhead and back down for 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, you got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo! And you can relax. Take a deep breath in. Set your weights down. Shake out those arms. Very good. Very good. All right. We're going to move into our chair now for some abdominal exercises. We're going to be resting these weights on the knees. And all we're going to do is work the lower abdominal muscles. And by doing that, we're going to perform an exercise that I like to call resisted knee lifts. So we're adding a little bit of resistance to these lifts by placing the weights on our knees. If there's any kind of discomfort by placing the weights on your knees, you can simply put the weights on your thighs and then hold your hands on the knees and use your hands as resistance if you need to. Just know that's another option, but I'm going to keep my weights on the knees and we're going to do 10 resisted knee lifts. So we're going to alternate lifting, one knee up, good and control, slow motion, and the other. Here's 9, 8, 7. Shoulders are rolled back. Our head is nice and tall. 5. Belly button pulled in. 4, 3, 2, and last one on each side. Very good. And now you can put your weights to the side. Next, we're going to do some crossbody movements. I'm going to take my hands up to my ears. I'm going to scoot more towards the edge of my chair, but still know that I'm sturdy and I'm not going to slip and fall out. My feet are flat on the floor. They're about at a hip width distance. And from here, we're going to try to bring the elbow to the knee, and we're going to work with one side only. So I'm going to be taking my left arm to my right knee, and we're just going to repeat on this side for 10 reps. So right hand to left, right arm to left knee, meet in the middle, and then open back up. Here's 9, open, 8, open, 7, open, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up other side. Open, together, open, together, open. Good. Working those oblique muscles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up, and arms can relax. Very good. So elbow to knee, crossing each side, working the oblique muscles which go down the side of the abdominal muscles. Next, we're going to work on some crunches. And those are going to work the upper and the lower parts of the abdominal muscles. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see the side profile here. We're going to set up by sitting about halfway back in the chair. You do want some room to be able to lean forward and back for this one. We're going to be very careful to protect the back. If you have any lower back issues, make sure that you're very careful with this one. If you feel anything that doesn't feel right, just stop. We're going to set up by crossing the arms over one another, crisscross. And from here, we're going to lean back towards the back of our chair. Once we get close to the back, we're just going to kind of hover and then bring it all the way back up. So lightly touching that back of the chair, then bringing it back up. Really engaging those abdominal muscles. We have 7, 6, 5. Pick a spot on the wall in front of you and just focus your gaze. Here's 3, 2, and last 1. Sit back up nice and tall and arms can uncross. Very good. So one thing we want to focus on in this strength class are the glutes. Our glutes are very powerful. So let's do a movement just to focus on that. I'm going to move my weights just to the front here, out of my way. We're going to start with right or left. It really doesn't matter. All we're going to do is keep the toes pointed forward, and we're going to raise that leg back. You're going to feel an engagement on the glute, and then you're going to bring it back down. We have 9 more of these. Keeping the leg straight, toes pointed forward, lifting back. Here's 5, 4, squeeze those butt cheeks, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. I'm going to move my chair to the opposite side so you can see. Still holding onto our chair, or you can hold onto your wall and do the kickbacks as well. Using the chair, toes are pointed forward, legs stay straight, lift back and forward. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And just take a few steps out. Very good. And it's time for our cool down. So we're going to take our chair, put it to the side, as well as our weights. And we're going to go back to our cross steps and cross arms. Good. Just how we started, getting everything nice and loose. We're going to finish loosening everything back up. Good. And next we're going to do that hip and ankle rotation. Arm reaches across, hip and ankle rotation, going side to side. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Few marches to finish it out. Roll those shoulders back. Roll those shoulders forward. And plant those feet. Taking the right leg, you're going to plant your heel. And I take just a little step out front. Plant that heel, other leg is bent, and we're going to turn our foot into a windshield wiper. So wipe that foot to the outside, then wipe it to the inside. Wipe it to the outside, wipe it to the inside. You're going to feel a good rotation on that hip. Three, 2, 1. Good. Other side, step out front just a little bit. Other leg is bent. Windshield wiper with that foot. In and out. In and out. Rotating that hip. And out. One more. In and out. Very good. All right, from here, we're going to take a step forward with the right leg. We're going to bend the knee on the bracing leg. And then we're going to lean in, pressing the hips back for a good stretch on the hamstring. So we're focused more on pushing the hips back rather than bending at the waist. So try to push those hips back a little bit further. Feeling that hamstring stretch. Breathing in and out. Big breath in right here. Breathe in. And breathe out as you stand back up. Take a few steps. Good. Other foot sets up. Same thing. Leg extended out front. Bend on the bracing leg. Pushing those hips back. Of course, you're gonna bend a little bit, but we're focused more on pressing the hips back rather than bending at the waist. Good. Breathe in and out, deep breaths. Last breath in right here, breathe in. And breathe out as you stand back up and take a few steps. Very good. We're gonna pull our chair back up real quick for a runner stretch. We're gonna be pressing our weight against the chair. Whichever leg you weren't stretching is gonna go back behind you. You're bending at the other knee, and then you're gonna be leaning towards that chair, pressing that heel down in the back. Good. Breathing in and out, feeling that stretch on the calf muscle, the lower half of the leg. Deep breaths in and out. In and out. Final breath in. Breathe out as you step forward, take a few steps, and then the other leg is going to go back behind us. Very good. Pressing that heel down behind you. Weight is on the back of the chair. Really pressing that heel down, feeling that stretch, leaning closer into that chair if you need a deeper stretch on that calf muscle. Deep breaths in and out. Final breath in, breathe in. And breathe out as you step forward and take a few steps out. Very good. All right, we're gonna take one arm, whichever one you want to start with, and we're going to do a big crisscross over the chest. Hook it with the opposite arm. You can either hook it with your elbow, or you can hold your forearm and pull it across. We want to feel a good stretch on that shoulder. Deep breaths in and out. Breathe in, breathe out. Big breath in right here. Breathe in. And breathe out as you release those arms. Good. Other side, crossing over the chest. We hook it with the elbow or hold it on the forearm, pulling it across, feeling that shoulder stretch. Deep breaths in and out. Final breath in. And exhale, arms release. We're going to take the opposite arm up overhead with a nice bend. Use the other hand to pull that elbow up closer to the head. Feeling that stretch go back down the back of that arm. Breathe in and out. Breath in. And exhale, arms release. Good. Other side comes up. Hand is going to help pull that elbow close into the head. Feeling that stretch down the back of that arm. Breathing in and out. Final breath in. And exhale, arms release. Good. And a nice shake. Very good. We're going to take a few steps with those legs. Shake one leg out. Shake the other leg out. We brace those legs on the floor. Rounded arms are going to go up overhead for a big breath in and out. Two more. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Hands together. Thank you for coming to class today with me. I hope you enjoyed this advanced strength workout, and I look forward to seeing you next month for a different type of workout. Have a great day.